Hello and welcome back to the Notebook Nerd. This is Jeremy. Today I will be talking about the Mossery A5 size notebook. I believe they only make A5 size. They come in many different cover designs. They almost all have their logo here, which normally I'm not a huge fan of branding all over the notebooks, but this one is a little subtle. Plus it matches the gold paint flecks there. I got this at the Kinokuniya bookstore in New York City on a trip that my wife and I took a few years ago. I've since filled it up since then. This was the design that it had. The gold paint was already there. I just added the wear and tear. Like most of the A5s, it comes with the elastic closure and a bookmark. But what I like about this brand is that all of the covers are, I guess, interchangeable. The refill slides out, so when you fill it up, you can take it out and reuse the cover. This one in particular is a lined refill. Originally came with a blank one. One of the things that drew me to it, besides the nice paper, was it has a lot of features that many notebooks don't have or that I've never seen before. It has, your vital statistics here, but then it has, pages for index, inspiration. It has the inspiration board for books, films, places. There's just a lot of ways to personalize in these first few pages, and I believe all of these beginning pages are dot grid on all of their notebooks. You can put, quotes in there, and it even gives you little tips at the top. And this has the same quality paper as the rest of the notebook. I just like how it gives you so many options to personalize, these first few pages. And then once you finish that, you get the blue, kind of like an end paper here, and then it just goes right into, whatever text block that you've bought. There are, many different cover designs. These do probably run about $30 is the one that I bought. I will link their website in the description. Originally, this is the blank paper that it came with. It just says, at the bottom what it is. It still has their embossed or debossed, I forget which one it is, logo. I just highlighted just a few pages just because I had some fun with it. I would get random postcards and ephemera and all that, and I liked doing that kind of stuff. Sometimes I would just do, straight up text blocks as far as journaling. Sometimes it was more fun to just, add things in there, pictures and things like that, especially on blank paper. For some reason, it to me, lends to that more. There's some random sketches here. I think my son did this one. I filled this one up, and I didn't realize that the paper blocks were sold separately at some places. So once I filled it up, it just kind of sat on my shelf. I didn't want to get rid of it just because, I had a lot of memories in here. And then I was at a Barnes & Noble bookstore, and I saw that they sold the paper block by itself. They had blank, they had lined, I think they had a dot grid, and this by itself was $14. Which I think is an incredible deal, especially since the paper is very good. I used a lot of fountain pens in here. I had a little bit of a bleed through on a medium nib, so if you have a really wet pen, you may see a little bit of that. But for the most part, the paper is very good. I'm excited to, fill this one up. Especially at the front, add some new things. It has self-portrait. I'm not sure if I can draw a picture of myself, but this was a very fun notebook to use. As you can see, it's gotten a lot of love. I'll continue to beat it up as it gets tossed around in a bag. So hopefully you enjoyed this one. Any comments or whatever, just leave them in the comments below. If you have any questions or anything like that, I'm more than happy to answer them. Again, this is the Mossery A5 size notebook. I'm not sure if this particular design has a title, but there are many artistic covers, different colors. it was just an all-around fun notebook to use. I definitely can recommend it. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time, guys. Bye-bye.